I'm an independent, but I will let my man to change the light bulb. Yes, it has been a while, but I promise you I have had a good reason. I have a big life update coming up, which I'm about to talk a little bit more closer to it. Hi guys, this is Anna and welcome to my channel. Nowadays, Instagram and social media can work as an inspiration, but easily people tend to compare their lives to other people's lives, which I'm guilty of doing myself as well. Me personally, I use my Instagram more as a vision board where I post things that inspire me in one way or another. So I understand why some people might think that my life is more glamorous than it actually is. I just don't feel the need posting pictures of my bills, like that doesn't excite anyone, right? In this video I'm going to tackle the most common assumptions you guys have about me. I received these assumptions through my blog and Instagram, so let's get cracking. What do you guys think about me and my life? Oh, I'm scared. First assumption for many people is that I'm always positive and motivated. People always ask, like, Anna, how are you always so positive? The fact is, some days you wake up positive and some days it's a decision whether you are positive or not. I have lots of dark moments myself, but since I started to pursue my dreams as a little kid and I met these kind of really negative people, I decided myself I never want to become those who take their negative feelings and spread to others. Especially if I don't know you, I'm really I keep the negative feelings in myself, and when I go out of the house, yeah, I like to think that I'm quite positive, but obviously I'm not always positive. It has been a hard work, especially for the past 2 years for me to be positive and motivated, but I also like to listen motivational YouTube videos, things like that keep the spirit up, and also I allow myself to be negative and sad sometimes. Okay, today I don't feel great, and then throw a little self-pity party, have some ice cream, things like that, and then just move on with life, right? If nothing else, write down things you're grateful for. But yeah, I'm like every other person. I get also negative. It's just I don't like to spread that to other people. Another assumption people, especially those people who don't know me, make is that I never cry. Of course I cry, but I would like to think I'm able to control my emotions, so I don't just randomly burst into tears. But I need to confess you, the older I get, the more crybaby I am. When I was a kid, I didn't even cry when watching Titanic. Nowadays, if I'm stressed, I cry. If I'm sad, I cry. If I'm happy, I cry. I've been watching America's Got Talent. I even cry on some performances there. It's crazy. Instead of thinking it's a bad thing, I just think that sometimes it's good to let those emotions get out of your system. And especially I have been feeling so tired nowadays, and especially in this kind of city and society where people are hustle, work hard, play hard, and people are expected to be like robots. I just have learned to understand we are all humans, we all feel sad sometimes, and that's totally fine. Having few tears, it's totally okay, but it's a lie, definitely. I do cry as well. Plus, it's also made me question the motives of such a person, why you would like to make me cry. I'm always that's kind of weird question to ask, but anyways, this is one of the things. As soon as I move to London, People assume that I'm like free hotel service with breakfast, things like that. Especially people outside of UK contacted me, oh, I'm coming for 2 weeks. They expected me to provide everything. I'm speaking about people who don't even ask me, like, how are you? Just random people I have maybe just met few times ask me if I can accommodate and feed them like period of 2 weeks. Just because I live in London doesn't mean I'm a millionaire, and every person who lives in a city like London knows that you need to work so hard for even £1 you made. I have been blessed to have like really amazing experiences here in London, but those are all well earned, and also think, where do you want to put your money in? So it's not definitely as glamorous that it sounds, let's just say that. Another assumption was that when I was working on TV, I still do sometimes as a freelance basis, that and especially when I was living in Los Angeles, that my life was being in a movie sets with Jennifer Aniston, drinking champagne and having like strawberries with cream. Oh my god. Well, I have received scripts from people when I was working for X Factor. I received even CDs that I could pass on Simon Cowell. Like, it would be nice to think that I'm so good mate with Mr. Cowell, but that's not the case. I wish I would have that kind of power, but to be honest, I love working on TV, but my power in TV is limited to choosing my lunch. That's about it. I'm not any influential. Working in TV is long days. It's even so hard to even get into the industry. So no, unfortunately, I haven't reached that point there yet where I can fly in private jets with Shining tattoo, which is quite a nice idea. Another assumption is that I'm quite independent, which is, I like to think it's quite true. I moved out to live by myself when I was 18. I moved abroad. So I was first living in Paris and then later in USA, and now I live in UK. People tend to ask, like, don't you miss your family? Do they miss you? And of course I miss my family. I miss them, and I think they miss me. We talk almost every day on WhatsApp, things like that. That being said, I do still feel lonely sometimes, but the loneliness comes usually from being surrounded with wrong people. I have really good group of friends at the moment, so I don't need to feel those kind of emotions. But in Scandinavia, it's just normal when you turn 18, you fly out of your home and start your own life. That's the reality. I'm 26 years old. Some people of my age have kids, things like that, so I feel always weird when people are like, oh, do you live by yourself? Yes, I do. I'm a big girl, I can handle that. Yeah. And I'm really definitely a relationship person, because for me it has been working that two independent people just build the empire together and are together. That's working for me, so I don't rely the other person to make me happy or fulfill my dreams. It's rather that we both are working our own goals and have the same vision of our future. So in that sense, yeah, I'm an independent, but I will let my man to change the light bulb and get rid of the spiders. So I had a shoot a few days ago and people messaged me, Anna, you're so confident, and for me this is a whole another video. Obviously I have my insecurities, but it's similar to positivity. It's like, how do you present yourself to the world? I don't talk about my insecurities to other people, things like that, and it just has come to like accepting yourself and loving yourself the way you are while keep improving yourself. Confidence for me has become more like accepting as what comes to fitness was and my body. It's just like accepting my figure and trying to be the best version of myself and not too much compare myself to other people and just like understand I'm human as well. I have my good things and bad things, and not trying to change yourself for the other people. You should change and keep improving yourself for you, because everyone has different opinions. You will get crazy and lose yourself if you try to please everyone. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Not everyone thinks I'm beautiful and amazing. You know what, that's okay, because I'm the one person who needs to live in this body, and I have myself spent so much time hating the body and some certain things about myself that I'm just feel like I'm just getting too old. If I need to live plus 6 years in this earth, I better start like loving myself. And I know that sounds really maybe arrogant, but it's true, and you should too. Preach! People know I love fitness. People assume that I don't never eat bad food. Yes, I do. In fact, when I was more limiting my diet, the more I craved the bad foods. Then when I had this period that when I was just binging food after the starvation, my body just kept everything and stored everything immediately. Actually, now when my diet is more balanced and I work out with a different mindset, it has resulted that my metabolism works nowadays better. So even if I would eat something bad like chocolate, it doesn't store in my body like it used to be when my body was in starvation mode and my metabolism was just messed up with all these like crazy 2-calorie diets per day things. That's why it has been a long process, but rather focus on having balanced diet and enjoy exercising. Then the whole diet thing doesn't get like punishment, alright? Yeah, this is the other thing. People assume that my boyfriend type is only like with 6-pack. It's true and it's false. Like, fitness is my job, it's my occupation. So when you do fitness as a job, it's so holistic lifestyle. Depending on my goal, everything is work around it. Eating, rest, diet, and exercising, everything is really optimal. So it doesn't just stop me going to the gym and coming back home. It involves so much meal prep, waiting of food. Some guys hate girls who eat salads in the restaurant, so well, that's me. That's why I have gone out with like dated guys that do fitness, because they understand the lifestyle, and it has been also like ways to kind of have a hobby that you do together. If you hate exercising and fitness, it might be like really hard to understand this type of lifestyle, and that's it. For me, it's like if you both like movies, it's something that brings you together because you share the same passion. It's the same what comes to fitness. Especially the older I get, it's also about personality. If you have 6-pack and your personality sucks, so if my boyfriend would be a little bit chubby, little bit of interested of fitness, but really loyal, honest, and amazing personality. The personality is the key. And then obviously the same type of interest. That's it. People who are interested in fitness, in my case, they have just happen to have 6-packs. It's not something like I look for separately. So that's it, guys. There was few assumptions of me. Don't forget that social media is just a highlight of many people's lives. That's why I suggest that if you want to like really dig down behind the scenes, you go to read my blog, because there I get more in depth what I'm going through with my life, instead of Instagram, which I use more like as a vision board. You can find my blog over here and my Instagram over here. And otherwise, okay, I hope that I'm able to get back to you before next Christmas. I try to upload more. If you have any suggestions what you would like me to do next, is it a challenge or Q&A or something like that, just leave a comment down below. And if you like this kind of videos, give a thumbs up so I know keep making them more often. I hope you really nice evening or day or whatever time of the day you're watching this. I missed you. Bye.